the KThree. This is the KDrama Clubhouse. Thank you so much. Few little technical issues. We were trying something new this week. We will have it all worked out next week. But thank you for joining us. The chat is already firing up. If you are new to our chat, this is the KDrama Clubhouse. Hey guys. I got too many audio files going. This is the KDrama Clubhouse, where basically we are here as K-drama fans just like you to talk through whatever issues you had, whether they were love or gushing or rage or whatever it was. So welcome.
Yes, this is a safe place to let your feelings be known about all the K-dramas you watched this week.
Yeah, sorry, my headphones are all jacked, so it might be a lot of yelling. So, oh my God, is Mercury in retrograde, you guys? Because so many technical issues today. Holy cow. Hi, you guys. It's so good to see you. We got Kiki, Joe, Boju fan is back. Gunhana is here. We got Scott Schultz. So glad to have you back. Janet, Nora Key. We have a full lineup down there. We've got a ton of shows to talk about. Oh my God, we're so excited to do this, right? So as we always do when we get started, we always start with Monday, Tuesday, but just a little bit of business, right, Marisa?
That's right. You can support our channel because we love bringing all of us together every week, but it takes a lot of work. So you can purchase a super sticker. It means that we will definitely see your comment, and it really helps us to keep coming back here to keep doing what we love doing, which is talking K-dramas.
Right.
So, yes.
Ooh. So fun. Yes. So let's, you know what? Let's just get this party started, right? Because we got some shows. We had 3 finales and 1 premiere and 2 juggernaut shows that are heading into their finale. So we got things to talk about, right?
Yes.
Oh my God. So we'll start with one that's none of those things. KAIROS.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness.
I hope you guys are all watching this. If you
right?
love an intense, intricate, like well-woven dramatic story with some time travel,
right?
And really great acting.
The weirdest amount of time travel, like 1 month, right? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, so now I'm confused. Aren't we now kind of in the window where it all began? So they're really crossing streams here.
Right.
Right.
That's my only concern getting out of 8. Is anybody else watching KAIROS before we go like diving in hard? It's looking like Startup seems to be, yes. Startup is definitely, we're going to hit that one so hard. Oh, Janet did binge it. Great. So that's my only concern heading into episode 8. So she's already, our girl, Lee Se-young, has already saved Shin Sun-ruk's butt like 4 times. Like,
and she ends up in jail for all her trouble.
Right. So that's my only concern, is that we have yet another tragedy befalling Shin Sun-ruk's character, Seo-joon, and she's now got to figure it out again. And so I'm just hoping that we get a little bit less. That's my only concern.
Yeah. So they've written her as a kind of naive young woman, a very naive young woman, but who has a really good heart, who not only is trying to save her mother, but is trying to, but she's trying to save someone who she's never met, and who's being a total dick to her in her present. But she's committed to she walked away for like 20 seconds and then it looks like she's going to come back. So it's really, yes. So who's just said they're doing time travel right? Like they're explaining it.
They are.
And yeah, it needs a lot of explanation because you go away for a week and come back and she's undone things. So new things are happening. So everything that happened in episode 1 is no longer happening. No. It's no longer the past.
And and did anyone else notice that? Oh, Jonathan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, you didn't.
Oh my gosh.
That's fantastic. It's such a good show. Such a good show. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Did anyone else notice that Anbo, and I don't know, I can't remember his character's name, but Anbo Hyun's, when everything started to dissipate after they killed, thank you so much,
Gail.
Oh,
thank
Gail,
you.
thank you
oh my
so
gosh.
much.
You guys are so generous. Thank you so much.
When he actually noticed time changing, so I'm wondering when the crazy wife dies, it looks like she dies in the next episode, if he then gets a hold of the phone and then asks her to save everybody. I don't know why I'm going with that theory, but I feel like he's suddenly he's now in the loop because he recognized that things were changing where other people have not.
Yes. Well, theories abound in this show and that's what's so fun about it. the other thing is that that wife.
Oh, she's so troubled. She's so troubled and evil. Oh my God.
She is. Just the way she was glaring at, poor Hane-ri at the 7-Eleven. It's like, my goodness.
Right? Oh my God, she was terrible. I'm worried about him remembering her. I mean, conceptually with time travel, he shouldn't remember about the kidnapping, but yeah. I mean, Tessia, we are starting to get those timey-wimey issues that every time travel show I've ever watched, save an American show called The 12 Monkeys. Exceptional. That they run into. Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets a little wonky, for sure. Need more backstory with the marriage. Right, Holly?
Yes.
They started to get into it, but yeah.
Definitely have questions there because we don't know, like you said, Jen, last week, why do they all hate, Shin Sung-rak's character so much?
Kim So-jun, I just remembered his name. Look at me go.
Oh, yeah. Hey, nice.
Hey. That's the only one I got.
Because they're all, so let's talk about the reveal at the end of episode 8.
At the end of 8 or end of 7? Wasn't it?
Oh, end of 7. It was end of 7.
So well done. Oh my God. When he walked into that backyard and saw Da-bin and then saw his wife and then saw his personal assistant. So freaking good, you guys. So
and then got clocked in the back of the head by his driver wearing that weird tracksuit.
Right? Like, everyone is converging on this poor man. So, he's the only one who's, like, got his back, and then it's a mess. It's a mess. I'm loving it. I love it.
All right. So,
right? Jill, okay. I know. I actually feel bad for Anbo Hyun's character because he's been so manipulated by this woman from day one. Like, it's just such the evil woman trope that I hate so much, but I'm just like, come on.
Yeah. Everyone,
right,
yes,
Sandy?
can't get there. Also, by the way, Jill, where are you? Where in the world are you?
Oh, that's right. Are you looking out at the startup campus, the sandbox campus, as we speak? I mean, amazing.
World of the Married.
Jonathan, I need to jump on World of the Married one. I think is it on Netflix now? Can I binge that one?
Oh, is it? Oh.
It might be in a different region. It might not be in our region, Marisa.
I don't know. It hasn't popped up. And given the number of Asian drama recommendations Netflix Oh, Jill, you're back home already?
Back home. All right.
Holy cow, that was a whirlwind trip for you.
That
well, I hope you had a good time.
Right? Yeah. All right, you guys. I think we feel like we obviously can talk KAIROS for quite a bit, but we got lists, we got shows to talk about, people. So let's move on. Please don't date him. Is anyone World of Married's on View. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Please don't date him. I'm not watching that one. Where is everybody with that?
Yeah, let us know if you're watching because it's only one a week and I did watch episode 2 and I have thoughts, but if no one else is watching it, then we can skip ahead.
Faster. Of course it's on Netflix everywhere except you're a flight attendant. That's Jill. Oh my God, be safe. Be safe, Jill.
Yes.
It's a lot of humanity all in one space in a confined space. Please be safe. Oh, okay. Sandy's watching.
Okay,
great.
So I was kind of surprised this week that they didn't just gloss over and use how her ex-fiance shared photos of her in her like puttering around her house in her bra, right? That they didn't just use that as a reason for her to dump him. They actually went a little deeper with it.
Good.
And we love it when they show these societal issues because that's how you can change minds.
Of course.
And she didn't back down. She told him, told off his mom. Her mom stood up for her. It was really kind of amazing.
Oh, that's good. That's good to see.
The thing is, though, if you're looking for a rom-com, there was hardly any rom-comminess in episode 2.
Oh, all right.
And I think it's only 8 or 10 episodes. So, anyways, the other thing that they do, and this happens a lot in K-dramas, is that there's so much drinking. Chris Hall,
thank you so much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
That, so our lead girl, has, binges one night and Ji-sung. And not only does her best friend not walk her home while she's literally stumbling down the lane, but our firefighter guy and his firefighter buddy who are on patrol also just kind of get her to stand up. She's like practically passed out and then they let her go home on her own. It's like, What is going on here?
But Marisa, I'm seeing a comment here that they rescue kittens. So all in.
They do.
Kittens. I'm suddenly like, yeah.
He does. Yeah, he feeds the neighborhood cats. He's freaking adorable. I would like to see more of him. So if this moves into more rom-com territory, then yeah, I can't say I actually recommend it.
Oh, Hannah, thank you so much. Thank you
my gosh.
so much. That's so amazing.
Wow.
Thank
you guys are being so generous today. It's
so
amazing.
Generous today.
Thank you
so much.
Oh my God, we love talking to you so much.
So much. Everybody. So thank you. So as we say, like all of this is just so kind and lovely, and it just supports the channel and allows us to do more of it, so that we can do this regularly.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So it looks like
Daniel 27.
So yeah.
Exactly. Barely. And we're only getting one a week.
One a week, right? Okay. All right. So
yeah.
We'll keep that one going. We'll see what happens. Now, what about BirthCare Center? That one wrapped up this week, and it seemed did it stick the landing? Does it set it up for a season 2? Like, what happened there?
Season 2. Is anyone else watching it? It did. I thought it ended really well. I think I've seen some comments that, you could definitely do a season 2 where all the babies are now toddlers, which is a whole other arena of parenting. But it was definitely, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
And it did end well. And it hit on an incredible number of issues that new moms face, working moms face, all of these just issues you have.
Hilarious. They're setting it up for daycare center. That's perfect, right? Love it.
They did. They definitely mentioned a daycare center that's impossible to get into, that you need to register for when you're pregnant, which I know in a lot of places is definitely true.
Oh my God.
It's just, it's insane. It really did, right, Sandy? Like, it covered a lot of them. And it handled them, I thought, like, I really related to so many of the issues that so many of the moms went through. So I definitely enjoyed it. And it was great because that part of motherhood isn't always really covered. You see a little bit of it in places, like in My Dangerous Wife, like, the mom who's just completely exhausted with her twins, so to have an entire series.
I'm glad that it was, you related to it. That's
yes. Correct. Right, Rosa? It's like, do you go back to work? Do you not? All of the judgment that comes along with it. I was really, so I really enjoyed the show. I'm glad you guys did too.
Belina looks like she started it and will continue just to say, I love you, Mom. Oh, nice, right? Like, seriously. Like,
don't be scared.
So,
don't be scared.
It's so funny. Every friend of mine who's had a child, I didn't know you when you were having your daughter, but everyone always like, no. I'm always like, congratulations, that's amazing. And then they give me all the horror stories and I'm like, oh dear.
Oh no. See, that's the thing with like moms. It's like there's so much oversharing, but you're in this thing together. But then there's this weird kind of judgment and hierarchy, which you saw with the Park Ha-soon character, who was completely hiding that her home life was a wreck.
Oh,
but I'm glad you enjoyed it too. So yeah, nice. It was a good watch.
It looks like it was pretty short. So if you wanted to just jump in and binge it, it's only 8 hours, right? So that's a pretty quick turnaround for a K-drama.
Yes.
And then we had another big finale, you guys. My Dangerous Wife. Oh my God, Marisa.
You said it last week. You're like, what is the plan? Like,
what is the plan? So let me make sure that I'm not going to lie. At first, I was super ragey. I'm like, the entire plan was that she just wanted the perfect marriage that she saw her bartender cohort have. I was like, no, show. No. And then they finally revealed that M31 was a clause in her kidnapping insurance that you need a husband who will take all the money, and that she basically used him. Oh no,
thank you
so much. So she basically just needed a warm body as a husband to get all the money, and I was like, thank you, show. Thank you.
But oh my goodness, Nora, where are you? You are paying us in euros.
Oh,
I didn't realize. it's funny because we just assume that most of you are here in the US, but that is not the case.
No, not at all.
Which means it's even more awesome that we have friends like you guys all over the world.
We love that. We know that K-dramas, guys, K-dramas are global, man. And we know that. Yes. We are your K-drama BFFs, just covering it all. Okay.
Oh, you're in Germany.
Right, Jessica? Why did we... Oh, she's in Germany? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, guten Tag. But why did I cry with the neighbors? Yes. I just wanted more of that weird relationship. I loved them to the end. I loved it.
They would kill for each other.
That boy up 10 years in the script. In real life, he's 28 and she's 54. And I'm like, God bless. But but I just loved. Oh, Jill, thank you so much, you guys. You guys have been so fantastic. We are blessed. Oh my God, you guys have been so generous this week. Thank you.
Okay.
But I love them. My only complaint was we had 2 time jumps at the end and we never saw them again.
Oh yeah, and they went really fast. It was like really 3 months and then a year and then this.
Yeah.
I know.
And then 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. What a weird drama.
Yes. Yeah. Money changed hands 8,000 times. It was like the red herring that went on for 12 episodes because that ultimately she didn't care about that money because she just needed him. Because she needed to get that clause enacted because of all the kidnapping bullshit she did. It was whoever wrote this. I mean, it was a remake of the Japanese one, right?
Right.
So, my God, right, Jill? I loved them. I love that May December couple so much.
I'm wondering if the Japanese version I heard was also wackadoo. Is like here and then here and then here, like constantly twisting and turning. But I wonder if they just took the main idea or if it was actually similar stories.
Not surprised you. This is off of J. I don't watch a lot of J. I don't watch any Dre drama, to be perfectly honest. So I have no idea. It really was. I will say I found it really interesting that when it all came to an end, it was all about the 3 women making what the best choice for them was. And you had our dangerous wife, who chose the husband, and then it was always that cat and mouse game, whether she was gonna, whether it was real or not. You had our mistress / restaurateur, who then ended up with the chef, but she liked having her own thing, so she was like, we'll see how this goes.
Well, she's also going to be a dangerous wife.
Right? You had our May December couple, and we don't really know what happened to them, but they seem to have, while not traditional, also they seem to support each other. And at the end, I kind of liked that, right?
I know. I think they're turning into like a Tarantino couple on the run, like True Romance or something.
I would watch that. I would watch that season 2 so much. So much. Oh my God. Oh my God. And the police wife, we didn't even mention her, Sandy. That's right, the police wife. And then she became the greatest author, and they were all taking care of her. I freaking loved that.
I know.
Yeah, no, Tracy, absolutely. We almost forgot her because she was such an outlier character. But then, hey, Azim, it's nice to see you. So glad you could make it. She's such a outlier character, but I was so happy to see her finally get all of the. Oh, yeah, I loved it. I loved that the cop finally supported his wife. It was the women just owned. Oh, Joshua, thank you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate it. It's so good to see you again. So yeah, I mean, I found it really satisfying. I mean, I think we spent a couple of episodes kind of doing the same thing over, and I think it could have been like, I would say 4 episodes shorter almost.
Yeah.
But overall, man, that was a pretty satisfying ending.
Oh yes, definitely. Oof. It was exhausting though.
It was exhausting. I'm exhausted just rehashing it.
Oh my God.
All right, you guys, but now we got to move on to Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah.
Yes, and you guys also at the very end, when we're done talking about all of these shows, we are going to give you our top 3 moments. We've picked 2, so you guys get to pick your top moment of the week, and we want to hear from all of you. So think about that because we'll check in with you at the end of this.
As we move through this. All right, guys. Yeah. We currently only have one Wednesday, Thursday show, which is kind of nice because it gives me a little bit of breathing room. Tail the Nine-Tailed is back, you guys. Bum, 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 right?
And was it back?
And it was back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys watched our 5-minute review, we were a little confused. We needed some exposition fairy to come dancing through the show and grab all of the threads and give us a cohesive story as to what we're moving into for the final 2 episodes. But it was still satisfying. It was weird, right, Marisa?
Yeah, I mean, so they're leading up to this big battle, right? And they're all this kind of...
Janet, it did. Really disjointed. It was like plot point, plot point, plot point, plot point. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. And I thought they took a break so that they could shore up the editing and the storytelling. I don't know. So hopefully 15 and 16 will be solid because like they've moved all the pieces in place. But yeah, it was disjointed because everything was like the vet was over here and the parents were over here and the snail bride was over here. And then they were at the beach and they were, had that hot scene in bed. And then,
are we ever going to go back to the fact that the parents went to that weird island to try and UNCANNY, you like 13, but 14 was... Yeah, I felt like they just threw a bunch of stuff at us. And so exposition fairy better tie the missing dead son into... Thank you. Exactly. The missing dead son, and then the parents, and then Gia's parent, the afterlife couple. Their dead
Who's the
son,
missing dead son?
The afterlife couple who run the afterlife.
Oh, right. Yeah. Because
so,
the wife killed. Oh, right.
Yeah, because the wife killed the mom killed the son's wife. To save
he
humanity.
can't be reincarnated.
Which really, that's her whole job. But are we ever going to get that? What are those eggs? I mean, there's so many questions. Are we going to get to the eggs? Are we going to get to the dead son? Are we going to finally figure out why Gia's parents went to that weird island and what all that was about and the therapy that they clearly took her to? So I feel like there are a ton of questions.
Yes.
And he left his parents alone with the Amugi, right?
Yeah.
What is happening? Yeah.
Still completely enjoyed it, but we have a lot of questions.
So many questions. Let's see. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong page. I got my wrong notes up. I'm like, wait, that doesn't make no sense.
Let's see. Idol Amugi is the son. Oh, really? You think?
Idol Amugi is the, you think? Oh, Jill, do tell. I like that theory.
So KThree, have they not seen him?
I don't know. I feel like Dad's seen him, hasn't he?
Maybe. I don't know. Huh. Okay. That's your guess. Those eggs are snake eggs that apparently eat. Oh my God.
Okay, so that was kind of what I understood. But then why do some people vomit them up and other people don't? Like, do you know? I felt like, and then and we said this in our 5-minute, Marisa, but can we just talk about the sudden reveal that the team leader at our little show is her husband reincarnated,
the snail bride's husband.
I feel like the snail bride, that's her whole story, is that dead husband, and that reveal I felt was kind of like bang, throwaway.
I know, because he kept coming to eat at her restaurant and she didn't recognize him. So
yes.
We have a shop. It's down below. It's another way to support us and be in the coffee clubhouse.
Right.
That's
and
a different place.
Which, you guys, we actually did also do a gift giving for KDrama lovers video that we're going to drop in the next week or two, because we found all sorts of fun things online. It's going to be super fun. The snail bride story is weird. It is. It's again disjointed. I think that seems to be the overriding theme of 13 and 14 heading into the finale.
Okay, so Jonathan, you're saying, I know a lot of people like happy endings, but for this show, I think there needs to be sacrifice. Yes.
I'm
it's coming.
Just about to ask, so who do we think is dying by the end of episode 16? Who do we think is a goner?
Because I'm seeing a lot of people think Irang.
I know, but he's a dad though, Marisa. He's got little Blackie. He's got his little snot-nosed kid. You can't leave that poor kid alone again. Thanks here. Exactly,
right,
Marco.
Blackie. And then a lot of
people... not dying. Irang's gonna die. I know. I know. The obvious choice, right? He does seem the obvious choice. He is gonna. Everyone, all right, you guys. We have to mentally prepare you guys, because I'm really upset about this. I'm really upset about Iran being our sacrificial guy to save all of them.
Oh,
but he is.
man.
It's going to be him. It's the only choice. It's the only, right? It's the obvious choice.
Yeah. The vet.
The vet.
Possibly.
That's another good one. I'm not sure it packs the emotional punch that Iran does. I mean, it's still emotional, but I'm not sure it's quite that level. But
yeah.
Go full Romeo and Juliet. Ooh, Scott, I kind of like that.
I think there will be that. There will be many sacrifices, but then there will be the, like, as we've seen it with Eon's character a few times where he jumps up and he's like, ha-ha, fooled you. Kim Bum fans are going to riot.
They really are. But really, if you've watched all the episodes, you got to be prepared, people. Come on. We aren't killing Kim Bum. It's a character. Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right. Okay. So are we? Okay. Just everyone out there, get ready because I think we have to be prepared for the Iran sacrifice. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Yeah.
Oh, right. Nika Pika 68, definitely giving up immortal life. Yes. So that was the whole, let's pretend we're a real, like, normal human married couple complaining about, like, your drinking problem and you getting home late from work.
Right. That was my favorite. That was hilarious to me. Like, she was like, you just got out of AA. I mean, that's the American version of it, but you have a problem with no more drinking. Oh, the puppy kid crying. I know. I don't like it. I don't like it. No, I don't want Ryder Kim to die. She's got that little puppy assistant that has to help her. So many puppies, but only one real puppy. Our little snot-nosed kid, who I love more than anything.
Oh my goodness.
Has to help Olivia. I feel like there's going to be Eon is going to give up his immortal life and somehow be reincarnated as human. Is what I think is going to happen.
Everyone can see someone dying coming.
So yeah. You guys, I don't know that kiss scene, right, Juhi? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was. You gotta appreciate a woman who knows what she wants. She didn't just lie there. She took his shirt off. Like, I mean, we watch so many kisses in K-dramas where the woman just stands there, and the man just like eats her face, and you're just like, that's not satisfying at all. So you gotta appreciate Gia knowing what she wanted and going for it.
I know. When you're raised on a diet of American television, then what you consider suitable for television broadcast is very different.
It's very different. I know. Yeah. Exactly. I'm not saying I don't enjoy the longing and the little bit of the hand holding. I mean, I will still say that that scene in Healer when they were at the movie theater and the hands and all that's still one of the greatest scenes ever. Like, it just the amount of anticipation and longing was just so well done. Yeah. But now I'm like, Oh, so Toya, sorry, what was that? Tessia.
No, Tessia, yeah. So it's like the first time he did it, it kind of set you up for the second time when you're like, oh, I bet he's going to do that again. So he's not actually going to die. Mm-hmm. And then, but yeah, it's going to happen again because that's just how the show is written. Right? So yeah.
So the show set us up for that.
Yeah.
Gotta love dead fish kissing, right, Jonathan? It's so weird.
So unsexy.
It's so unsexy. A real grown-up kiss. That's what we're talking about. I'm not saying it's got to be scandalous and weird. I'm just saying give us some, like, if you're going to go there, go there. We're just asking for it to be visceral. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Let's do it. Let's move into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because boy, we got some things to talk about. So do it. Oh, the other guy did it. You made it. Hi. Yudong did say that he will only have one human lifespan. Oh, I know. The gourd cherries. Yeah. Yudong. I'm sad. This is going to be a tragic ending. I already feel it. Yep. All right, you guys. More Than Friends also had a finale. But Marisa, you said that it's still not subbed.
No, Vicky's really behind on the subs. Like, when I looked last night, episode 15 was only at like 30%. Never mind episode 16. Right. And I wasn't going to go to an off-site, streaming site because I'm not risking my laptop over this show. Show.
There are certain shows we will risk our computers for.
Right.
This was not one of them.
But did anyone watch it? Is anyone watching it? Because is it JTBC? They released images before they even dropped those last two episodes of what looks like. Have you swallowed? Because you're going to spit your drink out.
Thank you.
It looks like a triple wedding.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, right.
Shut up.
So,
come on.
Yeah, right, Nora K? Background noise. So I wish I spoke Korean because then I could just have it on in the background.
Okay,
Jonathan, you finished it.
Did you like it? Was the triple wedding satisfying?
And was it actually a triple wedding? I mean, you don't put your bridesmaids in white, so.
Oh, you know what?
What's wrong with Secretary Kim?
That was.
Yes, you can spoil. I don't know. There's nothing kind of
spoil away on this one. The only
not so invested.
The only show we kind of are like, let's be kind to people about spoiling is Startup because it's a Saturday Sunday show and it's such a polarizing show. Right. That's the only one.
Jessica,
pure hate watch. Nice. Pure hate.
And Jessica, yes, second lead, totally. Rosa, you loved it in Moses. Oh, that's so great. Don't you love that when you find a good K-drama that makes you feel good? But yeah, I liked the second lead a lot, but it was pretty obvious she was going to choose the male lead.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the only drawback with the setup for K-dramas is before your show even starts who they're going to end up with when it's a romance.
So it wasn't a triple wedding. It was what?
It was more like, oh yeah, let's take pretty pictures. What?
Oh my God, this show. Oh,
I mean, sure, why not?
Oh, Startup. Oh, okay. We will be getting there. We will get to Startup.
Yeah. We saw that poll.
Yeah,
we're gonna get there.
But okay.
We're saving that one for last. So yes, as a person who's do weddings,
wait,
entire bridal party. What?
That's worse than the mother-in-law wearing a red dress. That really? Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Oh my God. Can we didn't watch this, but if any of you out there watched Dodo La La So So La, we are so sorry. We read about that ending, and if you need a few minutes to just get it out and we can decide with you, we're here for you.
Please share your thoughts on that one. Hair check. I even put barrettes in my hair to keep my hair back from off this microphone.
Right.
So yes.
Oh yeah, right.
Right.
Oh
okay.
God, right?
That's please. You're feel free to unload
feel
here.
Free. That is what we're here for, right? KDrama one. Really? Oh my God, Caitlin, which one? That's crazy. You guys, I read the ending and I got mad for you because I was so happy that I did not invest in that show.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Joshua. And it's got this. So funny.
Thank you.
You guys. Thanks so much.
Oh my goodness. All right. So yes. Oh, a bunch of you watched.
We are here. Yeah. So wow, just out there. Cried, I think, from being. You know what, man? When a K-drama blows up its ending, they blow them up like no endings I've ever seen before. You're like, what show? Oh my God, caused me to regret. Right, Sandy? Causes you to regret. Exactly, because you're like, this makes
throwing a tantrum. Oh.
So what happened? Correct us if we're wrong, because we just read it. So all of a sudden, we got the cancer diagnosis in the last 2 episodes for the male lead, and he goes away without telling anyone, and then his mother shows up and says he died, and then there's a time jump to 5 years later, and he shows back up alive because he didn't want to tell, and now everyone thinks he's dead according to what I read online. And he shows up back alive in like the last 30 seconds and gives her a kiss to prove he's real. Roll credits. What?
Sandy, yeah. It did, yeah. It kind of set
Nothing
a whole
should
new
scare
low
you
bar.
now. This is how I felt about.
Tisea, sorry.
Right?
Oh God.
Right?
Yeah.
This is like misty rage. These are misty levels of rage, you guys. So right.
See, right? It was super cute, and then it just like dumped off the edge of a cliff.
Oh, thank you, Jen. We're so glad you're here. It's so good. This ending made no sense. It's crazy. Oh my God. Lauren, hilarious. More disappointed. Like seriously, there are some shows I would say Misty, obviously the ending of Misty, the ending of The Third Charm, and then this one. I think feel like it's just one of those things where you're just like what was that? Just insanity.
Wow, yeah, we've had 3 really not great or terrible endings recently. Reply sent when the dad had cancer and the mom reached that they were watching. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Exactly. Right. Exactly. Like, do you have no other story options? Oh,
he's dead and she's just seeing
okay.
a vision. Oh.
Okay.
That yeah.
I mean, that could also work, but it seemed a little weird. Anyway. So, as long as if that's oh good Lord, keeping the watch list slim. Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah, cuts have to be made. All right, so moving on, because oh boy, we still haven't even gotten to the big juggernaut show that everyone's gonna lose their mind on. All right, Goddess of Revenge. I think Caitlin and I are the only two watching this, so this one will probably be brief. I'm really enjoying it. If you guys are into Makjang, it's a lot of Makjang. Like it's batshit Makjang, right? Like to the point where at the end of 2, because at the end of 3, we were talking. There's this whole. Oh my God, third charm was the worst. There was this whole moment where it was like she had a baby. Oh, oh good, Holly, you're watching it too. She was pregnant with her husband's baby, but because he was an abuser, she lost the baby, but didn't tell him she lost the baby. So she adopted a random child and then raised him as her own, as his child, because that's the worst revenge you can get on a man. I'm like, wait, what? What? I don't. That's it? Okay. So I mean, it's this level, but it's so fantastic, and they're heading into episode 4. I feel like she's finally becoming the goddess of revenge, and it's becoming like this enterprise of like Revenge Inc. And I'm so excited.
This one has more of a. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Exactly right, Sandy. So like in episode 4, she seems to be going on like missions to take down these awful men, and I'm super into it, you guys. Super.
I might have to jump on that. No, Sandy, was it you that was telling us that this is based loosely on an Agatha Christie? I mean,
that's right.
That sounds like kind of fun.
Yeah. My God, I know, right, Nicholas? It's so much fun. Like I'm loving it. Okay, you guys, I need help with this. We have a bromance when it's 2 guys that have a great relationship. What do we call it when it's 2 women? Because the detective and our female lead, the wife, the goddess of revenge, have the greatest girl bromance ever. And I love that they work together. What do we call that, Marisa?
I don't know. I think we called it girl crew at one point. Is that
a cis-mance? I was like, I don't know if that works. A cis-mance doesn't really work for me. A girl crew, but there's only 2 of them, right?
Right. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be like a vernacular phrase that kind of captures that.
I know. We need to figure that one out. Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's not worth the child support. I mean, it's bonkers. It's bonkers, and it's a lot of moving parts. Like I literally wrote in my notes a few times, like the opening of episode 3, Yoon Hyun Min basically was like, "What is going on?" And I'm like, "Exactly, sir. A cis-mans." Okay, all right.
Okay, a couple of you.
I like sisterhood. Sisterhood's a good one. All right. Yeah. The sisterhood is strong in this one, you guys. It's really good. But he says at the top of 3, like, "What is going on?" And I'm like, "Thank you." And that was me for the rest of the episode. But it's really fun. It's super fun. Highly recommend it. You guys, exactly. We totally want to know the lawyer's backstory. I'm looking forward to learning that too. I really like him as an actor. I don't know what it is, because he always plays that same taciturn, stoic kind of person, but I really enjoy him. You guys,
is it time?
Shit, not yet.
Okay. What?
If you guys are not watching the Uncanny Counter,
you
must get on this one. We loved it so freaking much. Holy shit. It was so good.
So much fun.
Okay. Cis-mans. Okay.
Uncanny Counter. So it's an OCN Netflix show, and it is it's a comic book. It's a tragic backstory.
Yeah.
It is flying around rooftops. It is, kids being bullied and finding themselves. And that's all in episode 1.
It was, oh my God.
And noodles.
So good. The CGI is amazing. Our team of Uncanny Counters are fantastic. They're like a real team. It's not like you got one team leader who bosses everyone around. They're like truly a unit. Nikki Pika 68, get on it.
Yes.
The CGI is fantastic.
Right.
Our high school students are amazing, and they actually look like high school students, except our lead, who's like 30, but that's okay. But his two best friends are fantastic. Oh my God.
Right. To say, yeah.
Grandpa
And Toya also,
awesome.
so much fun. Like, I love like the supernatural, mystical elements. We have one of our favorite ajumas or harmonies who is like in this other, realm, who's talking to them through their dreams. Oh, it's so good.
Judy, it's not scary per se. It's more sci-fi. I mean, there is some violence for sure, but I wouldn't say as of right now, it's not scary. It's more, oh, nice. It's actually, I feel like it's almost more, I mean, it's only episode 1. It could derail horribly, but it's almost more life-affirming than it is scary.
Yeah, Amna, totally refreshing. It was such a change from everything else we've been watching right now. It was just, it was Noodle Shop Employee. Yes.
Right. Oh my God, it was so good. It's exactly it, Tracy. It's so fantastic.
Is it.
I love it. OCN is the best. Oh, that's right, you guys. It is OCN. So be ready. It's probably going to get tragic somewhere, but I'm not sure it's going to get scary per se.
Oh, if you don't like fantasy, yeah. Then no, it's not for you if you don't like fantasy.
It's closer to sci-fi than fantasy per se, but it's kind of a melding of the two.
Yeah. So if it's not your thing, then
You know what? I think it is more adult. Absolutely. With OCN backing it, I think it's definitely more of an adult comic thing. Yeah. I literally through the whole thing, I was like, so much. I think I finished it and immediately texted Marisa, "Oh my God, I freaking love this one!" Like I was.
It was so much fun.
It was so good. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to hit episode 2.
Me too.
Super excited.
All right, so to say you're a bit confused because they ate evil spirits. I thought they were aliens, not spirits. It's kind of.
I believe now. This is my theory. I believe that the being that basically inserts themselves into the people who are in a coma and now are high school kid. Maria, it's on Netflix in the US. I believe that they are aliens, and so they're different. I think the demons that escape the spirit world, as they absorb other people's life force, that's how they get stronger. Our uncanny counters aren't demons. They are basically powered by an alien force that is basically the Grim Reapers getting those souls back. Does that make sense? How was that?
Yeah, that's very good.
Oh, thank you.
And now, is this his comic book that he's writing, or is this like? But it's all fun. It's all fun.
It's so fun. I love it. I mean, even if it is just his comic book, I'm okay with that.
Oh, it's not on Netflix in Europe.
Oh no.
Yes. So.
OCN is always tragic. But you know what?
Oh.
What is it always tragic though?
What was the last?
It's definitely a tragedy, but we said Search actually was bittersweet, so I could handle a bittersweet ending. And then what was that Teen Bulldog? Did that one end badly?
Oh, I don't know anyone that watched it.
But yeah, it's so good, you guys. I'm like, if you can find it, like, jump on it for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And now it is time, Marisa. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready? Let the battle begin. Start up.
All right. Which one?
12 and 13. 14, okay. We're gonna leave a little bit alone because of people who have not watched it, and it's such a hot topic.
Right.
Guys, where are we at? Marisa, I freaking loved the time jump, and I was really surprised, but I loved it. I was so happy with it.
It moved fast. I had to watch like 3 or 4 times because there was so much exposition of where everybody landed 3 years later that I was like, wait, what? Who got promoted? And who's working for who? And wait.
Yeah, I know.
But our Samson Tech boys, oh my God.
Norky, it's so intense. Like, I mean, I'm a little bummed out that the writer decided to do this with the last 4 episodes. I feel like we could have done this in episode 8 and then had 8 episodes to, I've been waiting to brag.
Jill, she did? That's amazing.
That's fantastic.
Hey.
Oh my God, I loved it.
Oh, that's great.
That's fantastic. Oh my God. So seriously, Holly, the Samsung boys all grown up, and how all of Samsung Tech in episode 3 came to help Dalmy. Like when they all showed up and they all cleared the door one at a time. I was like, yeah, I loved it.
See, I had a issue with that moment. Like as much as it was great and that gave them the reason to want to come back to Seoul and leave, you know, their California lifestyle, which wasn't very. Since when was the weather good in San Francisco?
Right.
Like,
right.
And that yacht.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, with Ji Pyong and Grandma was a top moment. I mean, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Kim Sun-ho is an amazing actor. And I was reading something, I don't know if it was on Twitter or what, but How Many, whose names escape me as an actress, she basically said that Kim Sun-ho was one of her favorite acting partners. And so he's a phenomenal actor.
I love that.
I love him.
I love. Yeah. So here was my problem.
Oh my God, promo photos, Toya. Yes.
I know, great. So here's one of my quibbles with the show. That they gave Susie these moments where she's fumbling, she's got coffee all over her, all of a sudden she's not incompetent, but she can't figure things out, and that these boys come in on their, you know, as knights on white horses and rescue her. They're in Sandbox and they don't know how to, they're like flailing with this like ransomware. I mean,
I agree with you.
It's just like
I was literally I was okay with all of it because it was clearly she's not a coder. That's not her. She's more about the face and doing the business part of it. So to be able to save it, the fact that her own developers couldn't do it. Though I think the developers actually put the bug in.
They're the ones who did it.
They're the ones who did it.
Oh yeah, completely. But there's no
where I literally yelled at my TV was when it was all over and she got weak and he had to pick her up and carry her. I was like, oh, show. Oh my God. Show.
Right. But that's the continuation of that kind of storyline where you put Susie, your female lead, in this like fairy tale place, you know, old style K-drama where they're weak and they can't handle things. And I'm like, what?
I can't handle the pressure. It's so much. I need a big, strong man to carry. I was like, show, come on. That was the one. I love Ji. I missed that one. What was that? Love Ji Pyong, but he did nothing. Thank you, Rosa. 3 years, my man. You had 3 years uninterrupted to pursue the woman that you think you're in love with, and you only decide to make that move when Do-san shows back up.
No, you decide to make the move
on this one. I will fight people on this one.
When Yojin Gu, your Echo Dot, tells you that you need to like step up to the plate.
Exactly. Like, listen, I think Ji Pyong's a great idea. He's a fantastic catch, but if he does nothing for 3 years, what is he? Clearly, she was into Do-san, so she's not going to change her mind on her own. She needs a little nudge, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
She needs therapy. He's manipulative and toxic. I mean. Yes, Jill. I mean, I think I get sucked into how much I enjoy Kim Sun-ho. And so I give Ji Pyong a pass on a few of the things he does. But yeah, I mean, Ji Pyong is he's problematic, guys, as far as the male lead.
But I think what that showed, like when they were making all the food for Chuseok, is that he really wants to be a part of that family.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
Yeah, we saw
it's
it.
Like that's what he needs. Drama Milk did a poll.
By a landslide, like a landslide. Where are we on this, you guys? Let's just do a quick poll. Just raise your hand. Are you guys Ji Pyong or Do-san? I'm just curious. In our little clubhouse here.
Yeah, because I have a theory that's completely unfounded that it's like an Ajima versus like maybe millennial thing that I don't know if it cuts along an age difference where the younger crew really prefers Ji Pyong and the older.
Okay, Do-san. Okay, yeah. I mean, I would think the younger crew would like Do-san more because they're more like him. Do-san, okay. Do-san, great. Ji Pyong, but she's gonna end okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Do-san. Yeah. And again, okay, so we're not.
Oh, you dropped it, right?
The amount of rage towards Do-san it eludes me.
Do-san, you're a teenager.
You're a teenager, by the way. Excellent.
My theory holds no water.
It's okay. Ji Pyong. I mean, listen, again, I don't think Ji Pyong's a bad character. I just think the charm offensive of Kim So-hyun overrides some problematic things in the writing of his character.
Yeah. man, it's just, it's
right,
so.
Exactly, Judy. I think everyone needs to start over completely.
NJ is the lead with yes, but she was the one. All right.
Yeah,
that's
like
the thing.
I had said from day one that I thought Ji-pyung and In-jae would have been a power couple, and I wanted to see that. I wanted them to be like the second couple in there. But our other little second couple is kind of adorable, right?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, having watched episode 13, I'm not really sure about Dalmi. Like, they didn't really. I mean, move on.
She is. She needs to make a choice and move on. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. 3 years and she didn't date anyone either.
Right?
Did she?
Is too honest. He had to survive. He was young, but he has a soft heart. I agree with all of that. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But yeah, I do.
Yes. More sister scenes.
Sister scenes, grandma scenes. Yeah. I think Ji-pyung is more, I want to see more of that family dynamic, because I think that's what he needs more than a girlfriend or a wife. I'm sorry, Marissa, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say, maybe it's coming in 14, but there was just not enough that happened with the sisters.
Right.
You know, like, okay, so it's a K-drama, so of course Susie's going to go work for her. She's not going to go, even though that place is a nest of vipers.
Right.
She just, but there was no, like, what was that whole Elsa Frozen thing? I mean, it's kind of showing you that NJ seems to trust Dalmi enough, but you didn't really see, there should have been some sort of reckoning, some sort of coming together. And like, mom is in the picture, but not. And it's like, and grandma is now blind. And it's like, these big things happen and you didn't show it.
The thing that they also haven't shown, those letters are the entire setup for the entire show. And she still hasn't had a real conversation with Han Ji-pyung or grandma about the fact that they set this whole deception up. It's like it never happened. The letters don't exist anymore. It was so confusing. Yes, Juhi, it really is. Yeah, they were great characters, but it's exactly. I think that I think that's just what it boils down to. Right? Right, the other guy did it. Like, I know. You know us.
3 years?
Yeah, 3 years. Like, none of you? No one? Oh, good Lord, I'm glad to hear that. Because I'll be the first to admit, I am nice. I am a Nam Joo-hyuk fan.
Super fan.
I'm a super fan, right? So I will totally own up to that. But can we just talk about him draped in that chair with all the confidence of Dosan after 3 years of being in Silicon Valley? I was like, yes. And I really enjoy, I feel as an actor, like he just was, so cold. Right. I just felt that, and he yielded the field. As soon as Ji-pyung, said that gift was for Dalmi, Dosan was like, of course. And he was like, okay with that. Like, I mean, not okay, but yeah. Oh, Kim A-suk, thank you so much, Juhi. I just didn't pull up on my computer. Yeah, but I'm really enjoying watching the difference between our Samsung Tech guys, Team Jules. Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. When she showed up at the restaurant because she's been following him on YouTube and she's like, I just happened to be here. I was like, I love her so much. So adorable. Yeah. Now, is she still going to tutor him in English even though they're not going back? Oh my God, his cousin's hilarious. I can't believe he still has a job. I'm just glad they brought back that video of money, because that was hilarious. I love it. Yes, and how they affected his teammates as well as their forgiveness. Oh my God, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
they've stuck together.
I was just so happy to see the three boys making decisions together. Like, there's none of that weird. So that's my problem. Like, there's some really good things that this writer did, and then there are some things where the writer is just like, I don't know, what are you doing? Like,
to say that's right. He won the best emoting award.
Right?
What was that Asian? What was it? The Asian Awards?
The Asia Acting Awards Asia Artist Awards.
Yeah. That was an interesting group of winners, but I love seeing him in a tux, have to say. Looking good.
Yes, right, Jonathan? Right. It was a little slow, but I feel like they were like reintroducing everyone back to us, and I was kind of like, all right. And then when the Samsung Tech boys came back, I was like, yeah, they're my favorite. I mean, obviously, because start off so good with fresh storylines. Yes, right, Sandy. It's just you kept being like, oh, okay, it's gonna pivot. Oh no, we're not pivoting. Okay.
Right. But like in episode 1, you had a teenage actor who did not grow up to be the male lead, and the story was all about him. You had crazy things happening in episode 1. So it really shouldn't be so much of a surprise that these crazy things keep happening, you know?
Right. Exactly. It's not like we haven't seen plot holes like a mile, like you drive a truck through them as we were going, but they were, you know, you could kind of like let a few of them go. But when you get to like 14 and 15 or 15 and 16, it's kind of like, oh, speaking of which, you guys, I think next week we're going to go a little later, like around 2 o'clock specific time, so that we can all have finished watching the finale. So we're not, so just FYI, just mark your calendars for next week. We're going to go like, we haven't quite figured it out. Maybe hit us up in the comments below about what time works for you. Use our time here, because otherwise it'll get super confusing. Like Pacific time. Like, is 1 late enough? Is 2 late enough? Let us know. AAA is like the Golden Globes, right? Right. I was wondering about that, Jill, because it did feel like it was a participation award for pretty people.
Yes, you get an award and you get an award.
Exactly.
Honestly, it's very. Like,
you get best actor, best emoter, best. What was it? Like celebrity? I was like, what is happening right now?
I know.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Funny.
All right, you guys. So we have episode 14 that we're all going to get tonight. So next week we'll be able to discuss the whole, like the roll just through the ending. Okay.
Yeah.
So, oh, good, nice. You know what? Kim Son-ho was my favorite in that.
Oh, I never watched it.
Yeah,
I'd have to check it out, because I think it's on Netflix, or at least here.
Yeah. Okay, great. So between 2 and 3, it sounds like it's going to be a good time for us. Okay, we'll figure that out and let you guys all know. Yeah, Strongest Deliverman just dropped on US Netflix. All right, you guys. It sounds like 14 is pretty satisfying. I feel like we're in good shape. Fingers crossed that this writer is at least going to stick a landing. Maybe not the landing we all want, but hopefully. Stream would end roughly at around. Okay.
Okay.
Great. Okay, perfect.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Thank you so much, you guys. All right, you guys, and now is the time. Woo!
Top 3 moments.
3 moments.
Yes. Yeah. So our first moment this week is from Uncanny Counter. This show, so like you guys said, so refreshing, and whether they're aliens or spirits, the way that they I think it's like a female kind of angel looking spirit, like the way that she landed in our kid from Stove League. What is his name?
Right, Jo Byung-yeon, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
it was just really
a little bit of a teaser as to what that was, and then this was hilarious. I don't know if you guys can see it, but once you get, do you see his hair curling?
His hair is curling.
Oh my God, it's so hilarious. So when you get the alien inside of you, you go from having straight hair to curly hair. It's hilarious. All the counters have curly hair.
Yeah, it just kept popping up. So funny. And they're like, "Ooh, popcorn!"
Oh! And his best friends were so great. The popcorn hair was so good, Lauren. I loved it so much. Like, this show is so good, you guys. Like, that first episode was phenomenal.
Yeah. And it was a lot of things. It was a lot of different genres, but man, it worked really well together. The action scenes were so good. All of the flying, you just saw some of it there. It was just, it's really just kind of breathtaking in in a way we haven't seen in a while.
It's a whole different level of production value. Like, it's just so good.
Yes. And then our second favorite moment from this week was from Tale of the Nine-Tailed, because
we got some actual kissing. Yeah. You guys all know that if there's a really good kiss, it's probably going to end up in our favorite moments. It happens every time.
What do you always say? You're a simple creature.
Right? We are simple creatures, and we appreciate a good kiss. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. See, exactly that. I also am an alien, so I'm all about that. I do love aliens, though. I love them.
You do, yeah.
I do. I'm a huge sci-fi alien nerd, for sure.
Yeah, lots of sci-fi this week, right? Because our Nine-Tailed Fox getting it on with his,
yeah.
The love of the centuries.
Of his existence.
Yes.
Yes. All right, you guys. So we got the kiss was the hottest moment from this couple. What else you guys got? What was your favorite moment from this week?
Yes. All right.
Let's
scroll
see.
back here a bit. Uncanny Counter, the chase scene.
Yes. Oh my God, the chase scene was so good.
And then there's so much running, just running. And
it was really good. The little snot-nosed kids. Oh my God, yes, Holly.
So cute.
I love
so
that
cute. They were everywhere and on his face.
Stickers. Oh my God. And I love that he didn't even feel them until he walked in the back. I mean, you just heard him yelling. So cute. And the kid was like, I love that kid.
His laugh is great.
Right. Oh, Kim, when was your first KDrama crush? Okay. This is my first drama with him, and he's kind of growing on me. I'm kind of into it. Yeah.
I saw him in another drama, Padam, and he lost so much weight for that. It was really? I think it put him in the hospital. It got really dangerous. Yikes. But he had such amazing energy and charisma in that. So I love that he's got that same charisma, but it's just weightier and heavier. And
he's definitely got that pop. He's got that little, what was that? Yes, the kiss. Favorite one was the sticker. The credit card bit was hilarious. When he handed the kid the credit card and like, go to the store. I'm like, also hot fit what we want. Exactly. We are all so predictable, Toya, because literally you've been setting us up for this whole thing. Right.
Clearly her heart is with Dosan. It's so obvious,
I would say from that, my favorite moment with all of that stuff was each of them pretending they didn't want to see each other and then secretly going and watching the other person on YouTube.
Yeah. Dosan's mom, Dosan's mom gave her 30, 50, 70% advice.
Right? Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God.
That's from
And can we just talk about the fact that Dosan's mom is also Gia's mom from Tale of the Nine Tail?
Yeah.
She's a busy woman. She
right.
Is. Go get my credit card and go get some shirts. That was so fantastic. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Goddess of
Yes, Jonathan. We were torn. Do we go with that one or do we go with the Uncanny Counter? And it was so that reveal when he discovered
just his face. He looked so like all the color drained out of his face. It was amazing.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh, he had really? He had an illness. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
boy, he lost a lot of weight.
You know what?
Penthouse.
I tried watching Penthouse, and it stressed me out so much in the first half hour that I couldn't take it. Yes. So let us know because maybe I'll binge it, but it just caused me a tremendous. Oh, the detective. Yes, they were so. Oh my gosh, she was so good in that. It was just too much for me. When the three. Right? I know.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Put him away. On to the next ones.
Yeah. It was so good. It was so good. I loved it. All right, you guys. There it is. That's our show. Marco, I'm sorry I have to do this call out through the thing. Do we have a third video by any chance? Did I upload that? It should say the Samsung Tech guys. Checking with the booth.
Right. So you guys, thank you so much for joining us. So we have this goal.
Yes.
We're putting it out there that we're going to get to 5,000 subscribers at the end of this year. Bring your K-drama friends, tell them about it, subscribe. This is so right. Did we all have a good time today? It's so great to have this place to just release all of the feelings that you have during the week of what you've been watching. Oh, Nika Pika 68. Thank you so much. You guys have been so incredibly generous today. We appreciate it. So much.
It's just
I can't even tell you.
Thank you. I mean, it's just amazing. We love doing this so much. We love spending time with you and gushing and talking. And so if you are new to our channel, this is the clubhouse. We all hang out. We get to work out all of our K-drama angst.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good night. Thank you.
All right, you guys, be safe.
Yes.
Numbers are ticking up all across the globe. So make sure you all stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next week. All right,
Jonathan, thank you for that Reddit tip. I will look into that, but we will see you guys. Thank you.
All right. Bye.